What's up, everybody? This is Night Viper, and today we're going to go over the Gear Factory. Real quick tutorial on it. I'm not going to go too deep, but I do want to give you guys information on how to use it, what it is. That way I can share a resource with you that I made that I think is going to help all the alliances out there. So if you're interested in that, stick around. Don't forget to subscribe so you're notified on the next video I come out with, and check out the Discord because I got a bunch of information on there too. So let's jump into it. Alright guys, Gear Factory. So let's just break it down for the people that don't know anything about the Gear Factory. Pretty much, the Gear Factory is where you can go to make gear. That's it. Your gear is what you strap on the heroes that gives them additional protection, damage, bonuses, that kind of thing. So if you click on any of your heroes, I'll click on my first one, you'll see these 4 spots. If you don't have any gear on them, it'll be empty and it'll look like this. No gear. If I come up to one of my heroes here, I'm going to click on her gear. She has all 4 orange. And if you click on it, it'll give you a breakdown of what this is. It'll also show you on the side here all of your gear that you have. When you put a piece of gear on somebody, you have specific qualities, like specific traits that these have. And when you put a piece of orange gear, it unlocks more of these buffs, right? So if we go purple, we only have 1 orange spot. If we go orange, we get 2 of them. And it gets unlocked at level 20. This one gets unlocked at level 15. And purple only goes up to level 15. So you want to get orange because you want to be able to unlock further levels. And actually, you can go even higher than that. But again, that's another video. Let's just go over the basics on gear. What we're looking at is you typically want to get a set of 4 of the same type of gear. And it's hard to get that just randomly in chests or, winning it on spinning the wheel or something like that. You want to be able to make these because then it guarantees that you're going to get the piece that you need. Because you want that because if you have 2 of the same gear set, you get this buff. And if you have 4 of the same gear set, you get this buff. And what I mean by that is all of these are Reaper gear. So if I go to another hero, she has all Hurricane. So if I click on her, Hurricane, 4 out of 4. It gives you different bonuses. So the different sets of gear are going to give you different bonuses. And typically you want to keep all 4 of the same set to get both bonuses. So let's look at the Gear Forge. We have Forge, Produce, and Material Exchange. We're going to go to Forge first. Now, this is where you're going to be building your gear itself. If you click on the exclamation point, it's going to give you some information about it. So when you forge gear, the more rare the materials you use, the more points you get. And if you get 100 points, you're guaranteed Elite, which is purple gear. If you get 500 points, you're guaranteed Epic, which is orange gear. And by points, what it's talking about is if I click on anything, I'll click on Reaper. We'll stick with the same theme from the hero you just saw. So I have this little hammer next to it. That means I have the resources to make one of these. I'll click on it, and this is what we're trying to make. You can click details on on any of these things. You can click details, and it'll tell you about it. Once again, this is Reaper. You get 2 gear bonus, you get 4 gear bonus, and it shows you what that is right there. It also gives you a breakdown of the stats. Most people just look at this though. The stats will come as you upgrade it. They're going to get bigger. That's pretty much what's going to happen with the stats. So when you click on, let me go back. I didn't think it was going to kick me all the way out. When you click on any of these, you get the sets that are included in that category. So this is Reaper. This is Season 0. And you could see if you go down, you have Season 1, Season 2, Season 3. It'll show you all the seasons up to Season 6 right now. And then if you click on any of them, this is what we're looking at. This is what we're going to need to build one sword. So you click on it, and this is what you have. These are how many you own of these, and the quality that they are. So if I'm doing just green, that's it. Do all green. If you look at this bar, it didn't really even move. We're barely moving it. If we went blue instead, you see the lighter color? That's the point of getting better material, because you can see that with better material, it's adding a lot more to this bar. And what this meant when we read the exclamation point is when this bar gets filled up all the way, you're guaranteed an elite, purple. Then if you fill it up all the way again, because right now it's just out of 100, if you fill this bar up a second time, you're guaranteed epic, orange. Now these numbers up here throw me off, because I'm like, I need epic. And there's no way, if this is a luck game, I'm going to ever be lucky enough to get 2% and get an epic piece of gear. It does happen, by the way. I've gotten epic with using green material. But the main thing is, once you fill this up, you will get it. There's no luck. There's no chance it's going to happen. So filling this up to here will give you elite. Filling it up to 500 will give you epic. That's what you need to focus on this. So we can spend a whole lot of time with green over here. And you can see it didn't even barely move. We moved like 4 points. It's not giving us anything, right? We could throw a purple on, and you can see the big jump we got here. So the better the material, the bigger the jump. You can do 5 of these sets of purple and end up with an orange gear. Like, there's very little that you would have to do once you get to the purple. It's getting the purple that's a pain in the ass. So how do we get there? So let's go back. I don't know why it kicks you out of the whole thing every time. So we have forge, we have produce. So you saw the materials that we needed. This is what it looks like when you're making those materials. Okay, so you have a little filter button here. If you click on that, it's going to give you the seasons. So if you know what season that you're on, then you can click on the specific season. Sometimes when you go into here, it'll look like this, and you'll have nothing, and you'll freak out thinking it's broken. It's not. It's just filtered to season 7, and there is no gear for season 7 because there's no season 7 yet. So click on the little filter button. Click whatever season you want. We'll stick with season 0 because that's what we've been looking at with the Reaper gear. And this is going to show you all the stuff that you can, that you would be able to max out for season 0. So what do I mean by that? If we go back to Forge, here are your season 0 items. You have Reaper Strength, Hurricane Intelligence, Castle Strength, Castle Intelligence. This is what you can have for season 0. So these guys here are going to need, it's going to default back to what I'm on, but they're going to need these to build them. So what I like to do, a shortcut, because I would click on this, I would go to build, and I'd be like, okay, I need synthetic metal, and I need resistant glass, and then I'd come over to the other screen, and I'd forget, because that's how my brain works. So an easier way is, if you click on it, and you don't have it, you could just click acquire, and it'll take you there, and you'll be able to go straight to it. That is much easier, little trick for you guys. But let's go back to where we were, and let's look at this. We have different material that takes different times to make. Let me click through. This guy here, reflective metal, takes 6 hours to make one of them. That's it. Just one of these is 6 hours. That's 3 times as much as doing these other guys. So you can see that all these are taking 2 hours. 2. This one only takes 1 hour, so this would be the easiest thing to max out. Probably why I did max it out. 2, and then this last one, 6. And you have to make a lot of them to get to max these out. So the trick here, that if you don't know, you want to pick one item, just one, and you want to max that item out completely. Go all the way to level 10. And the reason is you can exchange that with your teammates. Now have each teammate max a different item out, because it takes so long to max these out. Each teammate gets one. Max it out all the way before you move on to the next one. As you're maxing it out, every single time you click on these, it's going to add it up here, and it's going to put it into a queue. So I can go, I want a bunch of these guys. That's going to put it into a queue, and it's going to keep building them, which is going to give me more material that I'm going to have for in here. It'll start giving me a bunch of material. As I get this, it'll start giving me better material, and I can trade that better material with my teammates to get better gear. Because as you saw, if I'm using purple on these, I'm going to be getting a big jump rather than using green. So how do we exchange it with people? You go to Material Exchange. This is the exchange hall. This is where you're going to exchange materials with your teammates. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to post what you have and what you want. So this is your post, this is what this person has, and this is what they're requesting. Me coming here into the exchange hall, I can look to see, I don't own any of these. 0, 0, 0. But I own some of these down here. I own 11 of this requested item, this daylight chip. And I would get, if I exchange with him, I'm going to get this, because this is what he posted, the polymer fiber fur. This is what he has, and this is what he wants. So I have 11 of what he wants, so I'm going to hit exchange. And now, this is what I get. This is what I give up. They make it very clear because they don't want people being like, I didn't know. This is what he gets. This is what he gives up. I hit exchange, and now I just got that. And now I have 10 of those because I had 11. You can go to exchange record. This is what's going to show you the exchanges that you have made. So if you go through here, you can see all the exchanges that you've done with people. To exchange with people, so if you want something, click my exchanges, and this is what you'll have. You can click this plus. So you can see, click this plus. This is me, what I have, and this is what I need. So I can click what I have. You can separate it by seasons. So season 0, for example, I got a whole lot of blue. I only got 1 purple. So I would be trading in blue just because I haven't gotten to the purples yet in this situation. So if you're early on and you guys still want to trade, this is a way you can do it too. I got a bunch of these. I got 156 of these guys. So I can use these guys for each one of these. Be like, I need to trade these guys out. Yep. That's another way to scroll down. But I need to trade these out. I got 156. And what do I need? The good thing is, when you place whatever you have into this queue, you can only trade with the things in the same season of the same quality. It auto selects it for you. So that's a whole lot of brain work out the window. You just have to select what you have on here and then what you need on here, and it's going to highlight what's available. So if I need more of this here, then I can click it and I can be like, yeah, I need a bunch of those. Or maybe I need the other one that we needed for that. What was it? This guy? So you can do that, and then you post your item. That's basically how the Gear Factory works. You're going to produce material, and that makes it so you can forge items, forge better gear. To produce the best material, you need to max it out. That takes a long time. So max one thing out, have everybody else in your alliance max different things out, and then exchange materials with each other. What is the resource that I have for you guys that I think will help out? This is what I made you guys. This is the Alliance Gear Forge list. This is something that you could share with all the alliances out there, and I just make this stuff to help people out, so share it with everybody. There's no oh no, I don't want to betray his trust or something. Go for it. Share it with everybody. This here is going to make it so you can have each season the picture of the material that you have, and this season has a lot. As you can see, season 0 has quite a bit. But you're going to have the picture because people speak different languages. This is just in English, but everybody's got the same pictures on the game. So I put the picture in to help out with that. You have the material name, and then you have the members that will be doing that. Now I know that there's only, 7 slots here for members, and you may have more than that doing it. But let's say you said well, John's going to do this one, Stacy's going to do this one. All right, okay, but let's say you get to the end, and you guys run out of space on that one. You can actually just hit enter. I made it so it's centered, so then you can put other names in here as you go, and you can do that for each one of these. So you can just line everybody up on here so you don't have to worry about running out of space. So each season, pick a material, and I would stay away from the materials that are 6 hours. Like this guy is 6 hours, the rest of these guys are 2 hours, and this guy was 1 hour. You know that just by looking at the forge itself. You could see what their time frame is. So I would go with the whatever one's 2 hours, and everybody goes on Discord and says, hey, this is what I'm going to max out. I'm maxing out synthetic metal, and the next person, resistant glass, firm birch. So you can go down the line and everybody can max it out, and then you guys can exchange with each other. That's going to give you the best chance of getting orange gear. But it occurred to me that if you don't have a Discord or you've never used Discord, then you might not know how to get this. You may not even be on my Discord itself. So I want to show you guys how to get there, and that way you can download this. If you go to the description in the video, just click the Discord link. I'll put it at the top so you guys can locate it easily. Click on that. It's going to give you an invite. Accept the invite, and you're in the server. If you don't have a Discord, then it's going to ask you to set one up. And I would set it up with whatever your gamer tag is in the game, because that way people on your alliance will be able to identify you. So when you click accept, you're going to come into here, and basically you're going to have a few of these pages here and nothing else. This whole thing's going to be blank. And I set it up that way so people have to agree to the rules before they come in. Basically, the rules are: don't be hateful, be nice, be respectful. You click the little green check mark right here, and then everything on the server opens up to you. You got all the information. If you scroll down to gear, this is what you're going to see right off the bat. You may end up being all the way at the top. I'm not sure where it's going to start you if you're brand new to this. But either way, you're going to scroll to these. This is what we're looking at. So this is what it's going to look like, and these are the links. These are links to my Google Drive where I made these. So if you click on any of these links, it's going to take you to that page. There you go. This is for all seasons. So you scroll down, you'll see all seasons on this one. If you want a particular season, then you just click on that particular season. And this may come up. It'll say, you know, hold up, you're going to an external link. That's normal. It's a safety precaution for Discord, so you know that you're actually leaving Discord to go somewhere else. So you just hit yep, and it takes you to the Google document. So this is like season 3, and these are your season 3 gears. You guys can use this, and after you type on this, I think the easiest way for the Alliance to share it with the Alliance is you can actually just like click on your search, type snip, or take a screenshot on your phone, new snip, and you can actually just take this directly from here, save it, and now you have this picture that you can post on Discord. And you do that just by clicking on the little plus button, which is probably behind my picture. It might not be. But right down here, there's a little plus button next to your chat, and you can just click it, hit upload file, and you can upload this to your Discord with everybody's name on it. So, and you can do that per season, or you can just take multiple screenshots of, you know, the all-in-one, all seasons one, just go through and take screenshots of it and put it on there. You could share the document with everybody, and everybody can individually click on it too. And hopefully this helps you guys out, and that way you guys can start getting some orange gear, coordinate with your team so that you guys are able to get this stuff. And I know there's a lot more. There's a lot more to the gears that you're going to use, to, you know, what gear goes with what hero, how to set that all up. That's a whole nother video. Right now I just wanted to give you a resource, tell you a little bit about the Forge so you know how to use it, and get this out to all the alliances so they can start plugging people's names into it and start working on this together. So if you have any questions, leave it in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe so you're notified on the next video I come out with. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one.